way. I wish I were wrong about this because I really like the concept of Helldivers. It's a really fun game. The gameplay mechanics are really responsive. It feels like you're dealing damage to the enemies when you shoot them. The gore is on point. The humor is cool. Everything about the game in terms of gameplay is fun. And the reason I made that video dubbed I Think I'm Ready, how Helldivers is difficult but so satisfying, that video was made off the initial excitement that I had for playing one mission. And the game had just finished downloading on Steam. So I figured I had a little bit of time before I had to go to work to play one mission and get my feet wet at least. It really impressed me. Off of that one mission, I'm like, yo, you can get rewards, you can play co-op, you can upgrade. It was all these thoughts going in my head. So that's why I made that video. But then when I played more, I'm like, oh no, this looks familiar. This feels familiar. I've played games like this before. And I didn't play the first Helldivers, like I said in my previous video. But the game basically consists of you running around on whatever planet, doing said mission, whether it be destroy the enemy boss or destroy the eggs, stop the hostile broadcasts, whatever it is. Because the whole idea of the game is that it's a collective mission to rid the galaxy or the universe of all of these aliens, this alien infestation. So that alone, killing these aliens over and over again, it gets repetitive. It feels like there's very little substance and it doesn't really keep me. When it comes to the mission, you're going to see them over and over again. The only thing that's going to change is the difficulty. And I was playing with a friend of mine last night, co-op. We were doing this mission. He's like level 13 or something. He's already reached some of the highest levels, and there are 10 difficulty levels. And with each difficulty level, there's another iteration of some type of alien bug, some different new one. Like I saw these really cool armored ones. They were armored all the way around. I couldn't imagine how you could beat him without using an airstrike. So each level gets more difficult and it challenges you more, so it encourages you to play with more people in co-op. And my buddy was telling me that when you're playing in co-op, as you get to like the higher levels, it just becomes this crazy bug infestation wherein you just end up running around trying to survive. You barely get a chance to shoot. You really have to be tactful and rely on your teammates. And friendly fire is crazy. Now, I'm not interested in something that won't keep me. I want a game to have more substance than that, and I'm not downplaying the game. Do not get me wrong. The game is fun. The gameplay is awesome. The graphics are great. It's a really fun game, but it just doesn't last. You know what would make it last is for them to capitalize on PvP. If they had some type of PvP element to this game would be awesome. That's the thing that I don't understand about when developers make games. They don't add PvP unless the game is some type of game that's known for its PvE lore and story that doesn't really require PvP. And that's how a lot of games are formatted. But this type of game is not formatted to be just a PvE experience, in my opinion. You can put all kind of game modes in here. If you can put friendly fire on, then you could definitely put PvP. You're gonna have people running around trying to kill each other, making their own PvP matches eventually. In terms of the upgrades, you have these ordnance and different weapons that you can unlock as you level up. You get experience, you get currency that you can use to purchase these things. A lot of them are unlimited uses and they're only on cooldowns. Some of them only have a certain amount of uses, like 4 uses, and it's on a cooldown. So you could spend your time leveling up and upgrading to the max so you can have access to this entire arsenal, but that's the climax of it. And like I said, I'm not really interested in that per se. I'm sorry if I misled anybody, but I was just going off of my excitement, which is why I had to make this video to clarify that I don't really see myself playing this game. And I got to be honest with myself. I can't front like, oh, this is tight, this game is out cold just for views, because that's just not me. If I'm not happy about a game or if it doesn't really move me in a way, I'm gonna voice that, and I want to let you know, in case you haven't purchased this game yet, what it's about. Because when you see all these videos on YouTube, people are really praising this game, and rightly so. I heard or I read that it even passed Pal World in some areas, and Pal World broke records that haven't been broken in decades. You're talking about Counter-Strike and just legendary games. I don't know what it is about these indie games now, man, but they're on the come up. So there's a lot of people praising this game, and I don't know if there are any videos out there like this talking about that the game is repetitive, but that's just what it is to me. I mean, let me know if that's how you feel, if you played the game, if you purchased it. I wanted to let you know that so you can get a clear picture of what this game is about going into it. If you want to have a fun experience here and there every now and then, hop in, kill some aliens, you'll have fun doing that. But if you want substance, a game that will have you coming back to it to play PvP, to challenge yourself in that way, or if you want to have a game that has like a deep mission structure with a compelling story, you're not going to find it here. So you have all these missions that just basically revolve around ridding the universe of this bug alien infestation. Like I said, it feels like you're playing Starship Troopers, and that came out in the 90s. Is literally what it is. Starship Troopers in a game. And that's the extent of it. So I'm not talking bad about the game. I'm just telling you my viewpoint and how it makes me feel when I play it. When a game makes me feel like I don't want to play it that much after my second time playing, it's not really a good sign for me. So I'm just gonna kind of move on from it. Anyways, that'll do it for this video. Let me know what you think about it down below. Have you played this game? If you did, let me know your thoughts on it. Is it too repetitive? Is it not? Like the video if you like this conversation, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Be right out.